Steel has been introduced to America as the backbone of modern industry. It enticed the economy to its progress, innovate ideas, and experience prosperity throughout the country. But what does signify the usage of steel? From the inventors of the steelmaking process to the companies who have dominated the steel industry, structures built using steel such as buildings, railroads, bridges, ships, and more, and the effect of the steel industry towards the society. All of these factors influence the success of steel in the economy of America. Long before, steel was considered expensive and no other methods were used to create steel in an efficient and affordable way. According to John Steele Gordon in a newspaper article titled Making Steel Affordable, he stated, as late as the 1840s, steel was made in batches of a few £100 each, and it cost $250 to $300 a ton, making it far too expensive to use in such rapidly growing industries as railroads. But in the 1850s, the start of the steel era is about to develop throughout the country. William Kelly, an American inventor, made experiments and discovered a blast of air through molten iron that would remove impurities, resulting in a pure liquid form of iron. Combining it with carbon, it creates steel. At the same period, Henry Bessemer, an English inventor, has discovered the same process known as the Bessemer process. He obtained a U.S. patent on November 11 of 1856, subsequent from Kelly, as he was granted a patent on June 23 of 1857. Both of these inventors are successful in discovering an efficient steel-making process, in addition to the name, the Bessemer-Kelly process. This invention changed not only America, but internationally, making steel cost-effective and mass-produced. The Cambria Iron Company, or also known as Cambria Iron Works, was founded in 1852 in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It has certainly promoted the industrialization of America, being one of the greatest early modern iron and steel works. During the years the Bessemer-Kelly process has been introduced, William Kelly renewed his experiments at the Cambria Iron Works in 1859 that has led to prompt America's independency to produce steel and allowing expansion of the nation's railroad connections. In 1861, they produced the first made American steel, and in 1867, they released the first steel rails for commercial production in America. By 1876, the Cambria Iron Company was notable as the nation's steel producer. In competition, Carnegie Steel Company was also dominant as the steel producer of America. The company was led by Andrew Carnegie. He was working with Pennsylvania Railroad and made connections with the railroad's president, but left to focus upon expanding the production of iron and steel. He made several investments, organizing a bridge company, Keystone Bridge Company, and also founded the Union Iron Mills. He also implemented the Bessemer steel plant in Sheffield, England, that he took advantage to carry through Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He built the world's most modern and efficient Bessemer steel plant named Edgar Thomson Steelwork. From then, Carnegie Steel Company became the largest steelmaker of the country. Carnegie became the largest stockholder and world's richest man, who have certainly dominated the steel industry. The impact of steel created opportunities to portray how it is considered the most fundamental material in abundance of nature in various sectors of the economy, especially in the field of architecture and construction. The Home Insurance Building, completed in 1885, located in Chicago, Illinois, by architect William LeBaron Jenney, was the world's first skyscraper. With the help of Carnegie, he inquired Jenney to try his company's new steel beams. With this innovation, it led to more structures such as the Tacoma Building, also located in Chicago. It was designed by architect Holabird and Roche in 1888. The construction used riveted steel, which remarkably reduced the amount of time for construction significantly. It was also completely built with Bessemer steel with no load-bearing walls. In bridges, the Eads Bridge, built in 1874 in St. Louis, Missouri, by architect James Buchanan Eads, with the help of Keystone Bridge Company, made success to building the world's first steel truss bridge. It was also considered the largest bridge built during this period. In terms of ships, it began in the Navy, where they transitioned making ships from iron to steel. 3 cruisers and a dispatch ship were built using steel, known as the ABCD ship. Cruisers Atlanta, Boston, and Chicago, and the dispatch ship Dolphin. Railroads were also built, as the Pennsylvania Railroad also experimented the use of steel rails provided by some companies such as Pennsylvania Steel Company and Cambria Iron Works. But not only structures were built and made of steel, but also other products such as tools, household appliances, cars, and more throughout the future. All of these structures and products have established steel in favor for construction, enabling architects, engineers, and anyone in the economy capable of building anything using steel. In spite of the advantages steel has contributed, there are also challenges throughout the rise of the steel industry. Urbanization has created opportunities throughout the society in terms of job opportunities. In Chicago, a catastrophic event occurred in 1871 as the Great Chicago Fire destroyed the city's structures and residential homes, leaving between 200 and 300 people killed and numerous residents homeless. The prospect of the city was to reconstruct, implementing production of modern buildings in desire to recover from the tragic event. Rebuilding with fireproof materials began, and businesses prospered as they created a new business district in the city. Population growth also occurred, in which demanded the city to grow economically. The recovery of Chicago resulted in urban expansion as a modern city, with all the skyscrapers were being built and other structures that led towards prosperity. Apart from urbanization, there were also societal challenges within the steel industry when the Homestead Strike of 1892 occurred. Carnegie Steel Company in Homestead, Pennsylvania, was appointed by Henry Clay Frick, chairman of the company. Frick declared to decrease the wages for hundreds of Homestead steel workers. Some workers are associated within the Amalgamated Association of Iron and Steel Workers Union, a labor organization supporting industrial workers in America. Frick refused to cooperate with the union, which led to workers' confrontation of striking, and Frick shuttered the steel mill, locking 3,800 workers on June 29 of 1892. The Pennsylvania militia was also sent to occupy the town together with the Pinkerton Guards for the steel mill. July 6 of 1892, the confrontation led to violence, leaving 7 strikers and 3 Pinkerton Guards dead, together with dozens of people injured. This has represented the power of management towards their workers, defending their lives for their livelihood. This industrial dispute was crucial to American history because it prompted the industry and union to reform ideas for property and employee rights. Overall, despite of these tragedies and hardships, it became an opportunity to improve and retrieve hope throughout the society. All of these events lead to how steel became dominant than any other material. Steel has become a major influence and plays an important role to the society. It is considered the most fundamental material in every aspect of the industry, including manufacturing, architecture, engineering and construction, transportation, and product consumption of the country. Steel is useful due to its multifunctionality and adaptability. Steel has led innovation in expanding businesses, resulting in application to technological and manufacturing advancements, innovating concepts for structures and products, and leading to prosperity of the society with job opportunities throughout the country. Ultimately, steel is the foundation of the modern industry of America.